Let me just say one thing. Right, grade 8, listen. Here's our 2 pages. We are starting to mark the one about just triangles, number 2. So there's number 1 and 2. I don't know why I called it 1A and 1 and 2A. Sorry. It's just 1 and 2. Yes.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
when you say opposite angles equals opposite side, yeah, I think that's how you say it.
Yeah.
Is that only with the isosceles triangle?
Yes.
Okay.
Right. So any questions at 1 or 2? Yeah. Shh. If you start with this step, the first one. Oh, it's fun. Same thing. Yeah. As long as you add up those 3 and make it equal to 180. Okay. Hold on. Yeah.
So just like Isabel said, with the isosceles triangle, opposite side. So we always use that with isosceles.
Yes. It will either be opposite sides, or equal sides, opposite equal angles, or equal angles, opposite equal sides. You always end the sentence with what was given. So if they told you the sides are the same, then you say equal angles, opposite equal sides. I end with what I was given.
The exterior, those ones.
Yes, but we're getting to that.
I'm trying to ask, but is it exterior
Angle, triangle. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
will always be like that for those ones.
Yeah. That's fine. Shh. People, no, you didn't have to show the second step. You had to show, obviously, you'd get a mark for the answer. And then you can use any one of these two. Or maybe you said x is equal to 180 minus 170, for instance. Then you'd also get your mark. Yeah?
What I said is like 180 increases equal to 25 plus 90 plus x. And then I said, I just minus the 90. Wait, no, sorry. I minus the 80.
Hold on, sorry, pause. People at the back, listen. I know you think you're very quiet, but you're not. Because I've got to listen to someone speak through a mask. If you guys mumble at the back, it's not helping at all. I can't hear, so please be quiet. Sorry.
When I said 100 degrees is equal to 90 plus x.
100 degrees is equal to?
90 plus x.
That's also good, yeah. Yeah. Okay, any other questions at 1 or 2? Okay. Basically, I want you to show me that if I add those 3, it's equal to 180. No? So if you didn't write it in that order, maybe next time, show me that. Okay? Because we've got to make sure that you show me I'm applying that specific rule. Okay? Right. Can I skip? Okay. There's number 3, 4, and 5. Sorry, I can see the top part of the screen is cutting off. You will see that some of my answers, I made the reason in Afrikaans, like at number 3 and 4. 3 and 5. At number 4, the reason is in Afrikaans, but you guys can... The reason for this page would always be angles of triangle. Okay? Yes.
That's because they already give you 2 angles, but you've got to use those 2 angles.
Yeah.
To determine the other.
Right. Any questions at number 3? Yeah.
When I got the same answer,
Mm.
I said, I just added it instead of like I said 105.
That's fine. Yes, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. Anything else? Number 4? Number 5? Hmm? No, you didn't have to. They weren't named. So that's why I just carried on without naming. Okay. Can I skip? Hands up, you're still copying, yeah? Okay. Yeah?
Would it always be drawn for scale?
No, it's not drawn to scale. That's why your rules are so important. And when you get to grade 10 and on, you will see that we say that sketches aren't drawn to scale.
Because
So
when I was calculating what was the next one, when not calculating, it was a 92 degrees and a acute angle. So I was so confused. I was like, am I doing this wrong or am I doing this right?
at the next one,
Yes, ma'am. It was the number 2. X was
at the next page, you mean?
yes, ma'am. That's what I
Okay. No, it's not drawn to scale.
okay. I'm so confused.
Why are you sitting with your... Isn't there a chair open at the back? Won't you sit over there so you can comfortably see the board? There isn't a chair further to the front, right? Want dit was eintlik ons moes 'n reëling nie waar nie. Ah, there's one. There's one. Take that one, yeah. Okay. Right. Can I skip? Okay, so at number 6, only 2 of the 3 angles were given. But the angle that was left out, we can see that that should be x plus 10, yeah? Okay. Tell me when you're done. Okay. Right. So at number 6, you will see that only 2 of the 3 angles were given. But they gave us something else. They showed us that 2 of the sides are equal. So meaning that was an isosceles triangle, right? Which means that that third angle would also be x plus 10. So that's why I say x plus 10, and then you'll see I use it again. Plus x plus 10, and then add my third angle of 100 degrees. All of that must be equal to 180 because it's angles of a triangle. Then I simplify to get 2x plus 120 is equal to 80. Now, that 20 degrees I took over, so it becomes minus 20, which means that I end up with 2x equal to 60. Now, how do I get rid of that coefficient of 2? I divide both sides by 2, so that's how I get to x is equal to 30. Okay, are we good? Right. Now we on this page about the exterior angles. So number 1, I added angle A and B to get the exterior angle at D. So x plus 35 is equal to 127. Now that plus 35, I just took over and it became minus 35, right? So that's how I got to x is 92. Yes.
Could you have said 127 minus 35?
You didn't have to say?
Could you say
Yes.
127 minus 35?
Yeah. Is equal to x. Yeah. Good. Yeah?
I also worked out the interior angle. I didn't have to,
You didn't have to know. No.
but I.
Okay. Right. Number 2. I added up those 2 interior angles. So x plus 62 will be equal to this exterior angle. Again, reason would be exterior angle triangle. I'm just going between the Afrikaans and the English. But for this whole page, your reason would be exterior angle triangle, right? Okay, so if I wanted to work out what x is, I took that 62 over. And if I take it over, it becomes minus 62. And that's how I get to x is 60. Yes. No, you write the English, that one. Exterior angle triangle. Yes. Remember, you get a mark for that reason. Okay? So reasons are very important. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yes? Exterior angle triangle. That should be, that's the Afrikaans of it. So yours should look like this. Exterior angle triangle. Okay. Are you good? Okay.
I found the same answer, but I worked it out differently.
What did you do? X is equal to 122 minus 62.
No.
What did you do?
First, because I was thinking of how would I I would look at it.
Mhm.
So I thought we also had to work out the other interior angle. So
Okay.
I first worked out that interior angle.
And then you added it up to get 180. Still get your marks, yeah. Did you use reasons? So for that first interior angle, you should have angles on a straight line as a reason. Add it. So you should have that reason there. And then as soon as you angles on straight line. And then in your next step, once you calculated that, you would then say the 62 plus that angle plus x is equal to 180. Then next to that, you must have angles of triangle. Okay, so your steps would be fine, but make sure you've got those two reasons. Okay, right, can I skip? Right, then number 3. We said the two interior angles, the 40 and the 60, if I add them up, it's going to be equal to that exterior angle of x, which means that that would be 100. Okay, number 4, I add up my two interior angles, so 2x plus 10, and that must be equal to the exterior angle of 5x minus 10. Reason would be exterior angle triangle. Okay, so let's just quickly simplify. 2x plus 2x gives me 4x plus 10. Okay, now normal unknowns to the left. So I had 4x here. Let's take that 5x over, so it becomes minus 5x. Normal numbers on the right. The minus 10 was there. Take this 10 over, so it becomes minus 10. So I'm going to have minus x, or minus 1x, is equal to minus 20. I want to get rid of that minus in front, so I'm going to say divide by minus 1 on both sides, which means that x, x is equal to positive 20 degrees. Can we ever have a negative angle? No. No, you can't go smaller than 0 degrees. Yes. Yes. When you're using that specific rule, yes. Okay. Are you guys good? Yeah. When the lines? Yeah, when one of the lines are extended. Yes, is that what you mean? Then we use exterior angle triangle. Yeah. Okay. Any other questions? You guys all good? Alright, so now we are going to start with the quadrilateral. So now I am on this page. That one. Okay, now people, this page, you have got to study. You will see that the left-hand side is in Afrikaans, right-hand side is in English. So if you want, you can cut it and just keep the English and then maybe paste it next to the sketch down here. Everything, sorry, you can put it in your file, but I rather want you to put it or to paste it in your book because you're going to need it and you're going to have to page back to it the whole time. Okay, so everything that's written at the top of that page in words is also indicated on the sketch. So some kids like studying a picture and some kids like studying words, so I'm catering for both of you. Right, let's look at all those rules. Some of this might already be known to you. Okay, so let's start with a parallelogram. Okay, so what does a parallelogram look like? Oopsie, yeah. Sorry. It looks like that. And a parallelogram is a quadrilateral with both pairs of opposite sides parallel. What does that mean and how do we indicate it? You'll see that on the picture as well. Both pairs of opposite sides, meaning that side and this side, the two sides opposite each other, they would be parallel to each other. So we indicate it with that little hockey. I don't know what you call it. Okay. Now, what does it mean if two lines are parallel? If these two lines are parallel, it means the distance between them is the same. Okay. Meaning, if a line looks like that and the other one looks like this, can you see the distance here is not the same as the distance over there? Do you guys agree? Okay, but if I were to do this, can you see now the distance here is the same as the distance there and same as here? So the distance between the two lines are exactly the same. So then these two lines are parallel. Okay, now the rules say that it's got two pairs of opposite sides parallel. So I'm going to talk about A, B, C, and D. No. C, D. Okay, so A, B is parallel to D, C. And how do we write that? That's not written there, but I'm going to show you guys so that when you see it, you know what I'm talking about. We write that in the following way. AB is parallel to CD. Okay, so those two lines means they're parallel. Then AD, this short side, and can you see now I'm making two arrows, will be parallel to BC. Why do I make two arrows? Because if I made one, it means that this will be parallel to that. And is that possible? To have two sides like this being parallel? No. Okay. So only the ones that have one arrow and one arrow, they parallel. And then over here I've got two arrows. So that means that these two sides are parallel. So I can write that saying AD is parallel to BC. Are you guys good with that? Yes. Sorry? You don't have to. No. He's asking, can I use lines instead of arrows? I'm going to get to that now. Because that is the length of the side. An arrow means parallel. But if it was just a normal little stripe like that, and over here, it means that the lengths of those two sides are the same. So it's two different things. AB, that little stripe means that the length of this AB is the same as the length of CD. Are you asking about these signs? No, it's not the same. We use the arrow to indicate parallel, and we use that small line to indicate length or distance. Okay. You guys good with that? Okay. So at a parallelogram, it says A, opposite sides equal. Now that's what I just indicated with the blue. One stripe here, one stripe there, meaning the length of those two sides are the same. So it means that AB, and have a look now, I can say equal to CD. Do you guys get that? All right. Yeah. As long as you use the same pair together. I can't have one arrow here and two arrows there. Yeah. No. Okay. Then AD will also be the same as BC. Do you guys see that? Any questions there? Okay. Then at B it says opposite angles equal. Now, opposite angles means that this little angle here, angle A, what angle would be opposite angle A? It would be angle C. So I can say angle A is equal to, oopsie, angle C, because opposite angles are equal. What other angles would also be the same? D and B, yes. So I can say, and D and B. So angle D is equal to angle B. Okay. You guys good? Right. Can I skip? No, he's getting on there. You should be so lucky. Yeah?
Because she's not here. She also might click at domestic toy and ask her for something because she's not here.
Okay, I'm going on with it.
Okay,
Can I give it just now? Okay. Now, can I carry on? Anyone still copying? Okay. But not the whole thing. I'm just scared the Bella's gonna catch up with us. So I want to say two things. Number one, all quadrilaterals. No? Remember quadrilaterals, quad means four. No? So all quadrilaterals, doesn't matter the shape, meaning any one of these ones, they're all quadrilaterals. Their interior angles will always add up to 360 degrees. Okay, so make a little bubble there somewhere and write that down. Interior angles quadrilaterals Okay, just to give you a way to remember that, no? Let's say I'm not drawing a specific quadrilateral, I'm just going way out here. Okay, have a look at that. I'm going to delete it just now. If I were to take a line and do that, can you see I'm now dividing that quadrilateral into two triangles? And what do we know about the interior angles of this triangle? Add up to 180, okay? And the interior angles of this triangle add up to 180. And what's 180 plus 180? 360. So that's why the interior angles of any quadrilateral will add up to 180 degrees. Okay. Good, because you're going to need that in the homework. I don't know. We've been busy for 24 minutes, so it won't be a lot. Okay. Then I'm going to give you guys homework, and then I'll carry on with the rules about the quadrilaterals because we're going to have to go on to the next period. Hello. Oh, rarig. Hier het gaan. Wat is dit?
cheddar cheese.
Dankie.
Eigenlijk een mint. Gewoon saus. Is sweet chili saus dit?
O ja?
Ja, voor kan het warm maken. Zoals het lang gestaan.
Okay. Baie dankie. Ek moet sommer weer terug. Dankie my skadewal. Ek gaan hom lekker nou pause eet. Dankie. Bye. Hoe lekker. Kyk, word ek bederf. Lekker. Nee, ek dink dis meer laerskool. Laerskool dink ek doen hulle baie dit, maar hoërskool nie regtig so baie nie. Okay, so before we carry on with the rest of the rules about quadrilaterals, have a look. That's going to be your homework. Exercise 11.3. You're going to do number 1, 3, and 4. Okay? So you will see that they ask you to answer the questions below for each of these quadrilaterals. These sketches are not drawn to scale. Clearly state the reason for your answer. Okay, so A, they're asking you to solve X. Now, just look at number 1. We just said that the interior angles add up to 360. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to add all of those and make it equal to 360. So it's very much like the exercise we did on the triangles, right? Okay, so then we calculate X. Now, after that, at B, they ask you to classify the quadrilateral based on your value of X. So then, before you can classify your quadrilateral, you've got to go and substitute in that X value to see how big each one of those angles are. And then we use this page and go make sure about the rules and then classify our triangle. Okay, so for instance, the only one that we've done so far is the parallelogram. So if the two opposite angles are the same, then it could be a parallelogram. Okay, but you've got to go and look at every single one of those as an option. Do you guys get how to do the homework? Okay, each one, yes. Okay, so now you guys know what to do. So now we can just race through all the quadrilaterals. I'm skipping back. Everyone's finished with this one. Yeah.
And A, what would be the
Yes. Can I skip? Let me just quickly check something for you guys. The reason that we're going to use, I just want to write that out because you guys have to give the reason. It's going to be angles of, and you don't have to write out that full word quadrilateral. You can just say quad. Okay. You guys good? And I think I must give you guys this reason page because it's getting more and more so you can... Is that okay? You guys won't be overwhelmed, no? Okay. It's break after this. Who have you got then? In room? 9. Okay. I'll send a packet. Okay. Can I skip to the next quadrilateral? Okay. So the next one that we're going to do... Oh, one other thing that I wanted to talk about is... I'm going to take that away. Over here we did parallelogram, no? Listen. Parallelogram. Another way that you can actually write that is we say, remember these are parallel lines, no? So if you want to talk about a parallelogram, you are allowed to write it like this, parallelogram. So instead of writing out that full word, you can just write that. Okay. So parallel and then a little M at the top, parallelogram. You good? No, that will never be part of your reason. But you'll see later on we might ask you a question and you've got to answer in a word or whatever, and then you are allowed to write that.
So, like, indicate,
Yeah. then you can say parallelograms. Okay. Right, so the next one, number 2, is a rectangle. Now, did you guys know that a rectangle, if you pull it a bit skew, it forms a parallelogram? No. So these two are very much alike. Let's talk about that one. So a rectangle Okay, now, a rectangle looks like this. Okay, and A, B, C, D. Okay, on your page, it says a rectangle is a parallelogram with an angle of 90 degrees. So now, at a rectangle, we know that will be 90, 90, 90, and 90. Okay, let's just finish this one. It says opposite sides equal. Okay, meaning, let's write that out. We said angle A is equal to angle B, equal to angle C, and equal to angle D, and each one of those are equal to 90 degrees. Then, that side and this side is the same length. So AB is equal to CD. Then, AD will be equal to BC. You guys good with that? Okay, now you've already got your homework. Something that's already indicated on the sketch, but it's not written at the top, is that these two sides, AD, will also be parallel to BC. AD parallel to BC, and AB parallel to CD. That's not on that on the wording, but it is indicated on the sketch. Okay, right. That's as far as we're gonna go. Now, for your homework, you are gonna need the rest of those. We will talk through them when I see you guys again on Monday. But for your homework, have a look at the reasons or the rules on a rhombus, a square, and a kite, because you might need those for your homework. Okay? Right. Any questions? Good.